FarCry. This is my first iteration for FPS level. This is made in FarCry 4 and using the Outpost game mode. In the Outpost game mode, the objective is to kill all the enemies without them, well, ideally without them triggering any of the alarms, which would summon reinforcements from outside the camps to aid in defending the camp. For the level, for the most part, I just tried to take they had a lot of pre-made buildings, I had placed them about, and I tried to break line of sight and both reward the player for reaching higher elevations and stuff like that. So a big part in Far Cry 4 is elevation and height in the terrain. So what I try to do is, first of all, is I sculpted out a kind of like a plateau in the mountain. So the player would spawn here, and from here they have different pathways and lines of sight they can see. So they have a camera they can access, which allows them to tag different enemies and important elements in the world. So when I started out, I didn't want them to have too many like advantageous lines of sight. So I didn't want them to see like every enemy from here, every alarm. So from here you can just see the tip of the alarms, which are outlined in like green. So you can see one there, you can see one there, but you can't actually see the physical box with which you have to destroy the alarm on. So from here on, it was just a matter of placing different line of sight breakers. So I have trees here, and I have these rocks here, so you can't see too much over there. Of course, there are breaks in the line in the rocks. You can take out certain enemies from certain places. But the important part is from where you're at, you can't see everything. And then up at the top, there is a reward for getting to the top of the mountain, which is a sniper rifle. For all these rewards, I try to place them in places where if somebody's playing in a very specific playstyle, they would get a reward that reinforces that playstyle. So if they were to start here at their spawn point and just run forward and jump onto this building, they're kind of committing to a gung-ho approach. As such, I gave them a shotgun here, so they can jump down and take that enemy out and then just go on in their merry way. If they were trying to go for more stealthy approach, they could jump down here and grab more arrows here. So they would reinforce their playing stealthy but still being in the area with the weapon they already spawned with. And then from there on, just continues. So I have, I think this is an assault rifle here, yes. And then over here, there's a more powerful bow because you're getting farther away from where you spawn, but you're still kind of in the enemy camp. So that's kind of like a mid-range type thing. Beyond that, I just try to place enemies in places where the line of sight was very good, but not exceptionally well. Like no enemy can see just about everywhere, except this enemy if they turn around and look everywhere. But the player spawns here, this is the first enemy they see, so taking them out is ideal. For the most part, that's about it. I place the alarms in places where line of sight isn't too easily accessible. So from here, the player can see literally like no alarm box. They can see where the alarm is at, but they can't see the box. Going up here, they can see still nothing, which is great because it's a sniper vantage point. I didn't want to be too good, which kind of helps because the sniper rifle actually isn't even silenced, which is unfortunate for the player, but that's not going to be my problem. But from here, you can see one alarm there, and if you go from the side here, you can see the other alarm. And then the last thing level I like Far Cry was the had like animals, so you can place animals in cages, and if you shoot the cage, the animal will free. So that's it's actually pretty cool. But yeah, my goal with this was to create different play styles. I want to reinforce different play styles throughout this. So like I said, with the shotgun and gung-ho approach, or mid-range, or going up there with the sniper rifle. Another thing I did is I placed collectible plants throughout the level so the player can collect them and get different buffs. So you get 2 green plants, you get a health buff. If you get 2 blue plants, I forgot where I placed them. If you get 2 blue plants, you get like stamina buffs, and if you're moving while you have that stamina buff, you can dodge bullets. And then I placed red ones over here, which was I think double damage, but you take double damage as well. And then these were like overdose. I forgot what those did, but I placed those over there because they're kind of niche, but if you know how to play with them, they're very effective. And for the most part, yeah, that is the level. So yes, the cover here was that cover placed there and there to break the line of sight from, well, coming out of this building here to basically anywhere here. So this is a good place for player to stop and kind of gather their bearings, or if they're in a firefight, to have cover. That is also that's purpose and purpose there. and those 3 barrels there, and this whole truck here is all meant to break line of sight and provide cover for the player should they get into a full-on firefight. And yeah, that's the level. But yeah, now I'm going to show some examples of the different playstyles. Right, for this first one, I go for my stealthy approach, which is how I usually tackle outposts. I'll start out tagging this enemy and getting some help.
I wish the border would open so that we could get more corn and food. I'm getting tired of the same old, same old.
Let's see if I can't take this guy out here. Nailed it.
Search the area. Okay, mid. Watch my back. Going down. Stay alert. We don't know what's out here. So you're out here somewhere.
Actually, there's more some help here. I have a feeling I'm gonna get caught.
What do we do now? Check everywhere. Find whatever this is. Everyone keep your eyes open.
Now I'm going to open up this animal cage as a distraction. With that distraction, take out the alarms. I think I'm too far away. I'm too far away. That leopard sure is taking its time.
Leopard, look out.
Thank you.
The animal. Slaughter it.
That leopard dead already? You serious? Need another distraction.
General direction! Now find him! Stay sharp!
Alright, all the alarms are disabled, which means I'm now free to play however I like to. So I'm gonna get this better bow, so I don't have to headshot everybody. Body shots will kill now.
Good thing! Born King
A stealthier approach, with stealth in quotation marks there, of course. Alright, for this one I'll try a more gung-ho approach, where I'll test the different covers and line of sight breakers I put in place in the level. I'm gonna tag some people here so I know what I'm dealing with.
There's something over there. Go see what it is.
Should also take the alarms out first so I don't have to deal with them.
Minces the golden path to the enemy, but they are cut them down!
Actually, I'll probably show you the reinforcements, so let's just get caught anyways.
Someone's shooting.
I'll hit the alarm!
The reinforcements have been triggered, so enemies now spawn off the map and then come into a gunboats. I need to get some more firepower. So this will not cut it. Got an assault rifle up here for people to acquire. Take out that sniper over there, so now I'm completely safe on this boat. I don't recall saying that leopard free, but now it is free, so we'll go down here and test out some of these other covers. I have some more cover over here, placed here by the truck.
Shoot them in the face!
That does have syringe usage, that's why I placed those over there.
Down with the
There you go, little buddy.
revolution!
Let's get you free there. Now the leopard is free, and I am on the ground, and that is not a good idea. So I'm gonna go over here.
I see the enemy!
Kill every rebel you see!
He's up
I
there!
have this bow here, which will kill with body shots. Which means that this is... Yeah, that's more of a hands-on approach. I guess is the best way to say it.